it's been rough. And I'm saying this because with update 1.2 coming in close, everybody wants Albedo. Everybody wants Ganyu. Yes, they're really good units, and yes, this game is about preference. And then with 1.3 coming right after that, which is going to be decently soon, basically February, Xiao will be entering the fray. And what do I have to say about this? For all of you summoning on Albedo, Ganyu, before this, and Rosaria if we do get her as a 4-star feature unit, and also Hu Tao if we get her as a feature 4-star unit. But either way, the rate ups are good because of Bennett, you know, Sucrose, Barbara, Official. Those rate ups are good if those are going to be guaranteed in the banners. But, as I was saying, next, right after this in February, which is going to be about 2 months from now, after this month ends, after December ends, it's going to be Xiao. So you have 2 months to rack up some Primal Gems. But what I'm trying to say is, guys, I feel like Xiao is definitely a character you want to save for. And not because of the fact that it's like he's broken. He is broken, don't get me wrong. We have some footage for today's video that we're going to show. But before we do that, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit in the intro. That Xiao is a character everybody wants. And I feel like if you want him still, like if you love his design and everything, I feel like you should save for him. Because Constellation for him will be really good. We're going to go over why his Constellation will be really good as well in this video. And also, spending your Primal Gems on these characters are basically, they're like, I feel like you should skip. You should definitely skip, especially since, you know, we just got a Geo character. And then, even though, you know, Ganyu's extremely good, she's a sniper unit, she's really good, and she's going to be good for 1.2, I feel like you should still skip for Xiao. Because in 2 months, I really think you should get Constellation for Xiao for the flat reason of what I'm going to discuss in this video. So, y'all already know, it's not just because I'm simping for Xiao. No, it's not. And it's not because I'm simping for all my subscribers that are simping for Xiao. No. This is because this character is he's just something that everybody needs to have. Because he's that good. He's been hyped up a lot. He's a hype character. He might be the most hyped character right now besides Ayaka, right? So, let's go ahead and get into this video about Xiao and some new gameplay that we recently got and, you know, analyze it. It's more of a new gameplay as well. So, before we do though, if you are new to the channel, yes you, go ahead and smash that subscribe button down below. Join the subscribers on the grind to 1,600. If we get 1,600 before this year ends, I'm actually going to go bonkers. Because, like, it was only a 1,500 goal this year. If we hit 1,600, that's absolutely going to be insane. I love you guys. Y'all are amazing. Y'all just make me the happiest human being alive. So, or alien, shall I say. Okay, so anyway, guys. Also, smash the like button down below. You're going to enjoy this content. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so shout out to Netgo on Twitter. As you can see, this is footage of a level 90 Xiao gameplay. One thing I do want to note is this is a closed beta test, right? And this is a very recent closed beta test, not because of the fact of the spear. The spear has actually been in since right here, as you can see, version 1.1. Closed beta test 3, we have the pole arms right here. Yeah, so basically this is pretty recent. We've been at the Vortex Vanquisher in here. As you can see, it's the Coons, Iris Rift, and closed beta test 3. And yeah, so this is pretty recent though, because as you can see, the layout is similar to our layout that we have right now in game. So it's pretty recent. They're still testing the character, as they're going to be testing Zhongli in closed beta test 3 as well, or 1.3 as well, because they need to find out exactly what they need to do to fix him. So we're gonna have, it's gonna take a while to get a buff for Zhongli, but anyway, they're still testing Xiao out, trying to get his motive, like get his attacks down, you know, see how much damage they want him to hit for, and it's looking pretty good so far. So let's go ahead and look at this footage, right? So as you can see, he's in multiplayer, of course, and it's a little blurry, forgive me, but we're gonna have to deal with this for right now. So Xiao still does a lot of damage, like he does from his plunge attacks, 26k consistently. Now this build is probably a Glad set, definitely a Glad, either 2-piece Glad, 2-piece Verdicent, or it's just 4-piece Glad raw. 45,000k with a crit. That's a lot of damage, guys, and that's because he's been in his Yaksha form. Like y'all know, his Yakusha form does get, the longer he's in his Yakusha form, the stronger he gets, and also, you know, the sets you run on him. We're gonna go over this character after this, and also why you should save all your primal gems for this character, because I feel like he is worth it. Because for you people, this is for you people that are indecisive. You people that want Xiao, but also want Albedo, want Ganyu, you want Ayaka. For all you people that want all these characters, I'm going to set it to you straight for what you should save for if you want it guaranteed. And I know for sure if you want Xiao guaranteed, you need over 28,800 primal gems. So that's why I'm saying this is going to be a tall order for everybody out there, and especially if you want Constellation, you're going to need at least, if you want at least Constellation 1, you're going to need at least 56,000 primal gems at least if you want Constellation 1. And if you're lucky, you'll get Constellation 2, right? Or 3. If you're really lucky, you'd have to get really extremely lucky. But like I said, I feel like the best optimal thing to do is to save for this. Now, as you can see, after his Yakusha form, he loses a lot of health. Now, this is bad, but if you pair him up with the right team, say for example you have Barbara to heal him, or you have Jean, which is probably the best choice you could do, because Jean's heal is really good. And so, as you can see, his Yakusha form does take a lot of his health, but at the same time, it's really good. Does tons of damage, as you can see. It's destroying the field. It's the most different character. He's so different. That's why he's so meta changing in this game, because of how different he is. And as you can see, he's doing Lymphatic Wind Cycling. Y'all will notice, right? He jumps, then does Lymphatic Wind Cycling, because as you do know, Lymphatic Wind Cycling can be done in the air. He jumps, does Lymphatic Wind Cycling, and then he does plunge damage. That is a really good, the way to use this character is to throw out as much plunge damage as you possibly can, because that's where all his damage is going to come from. His normal attacks are stall moves. They're really good as well, but like I said, guys, why should you save for Xiao over everybody? Why should you? Now, it is about preference still, but if you want Xiao and you're summoning on these other banners, you should stop yourself right now, because you're not going to have enough primals to probably not get him. You'll probably have 9 pulls, which is 14,400 primals, and then you have a 50-50 chance to get him, because many people think, okay, so on my 9th pull on the Child's banner, or the 9th pull on the Zhongli's banner, I pulled Kaching, right? And then y'all say, okay, so now when I go to the next banner, which I could wait for Xiao or something, I do another 9 pulls, I'm guaranteed Xiao. No, you're not. Since it's a new banner, it's a different banner, it's going to reset you. So now you're going to go do the 9 pulls and have a 50% chance to get Xiao, or 50% chance to get another 5-star unit or 5-star weapon. So that's why I say save your primal gems, because you would need at least 28,800 primal gems in order to get this unit. And if you are lucky, you will get him at 14,400. But if you are not lucky to guaranteedly get him, you need 28,800. So that's a total of 180 intertwined fate, guys. And yes, that is a tall order, but at the end of the day, if you want this character that bad, then you should start saving now, because the chances are you might not get him, you might get him, or you might not. So if you want him guaranteed, you need to start saving now. You don't need to summon on Ganyu, you don't need to summon on Albedo. You need to just wait. You need to be patient, and you know you do. So that is for all my stubborn players out there that feel like they want these characters in 1.2. You need to do the right thing and go ahead and start saving for 1.3. Especially considering that we're getting the new Dendro hero also in 1.3, and there's so many possibilities with that, and so many things we can probably find out with Dendro and what Dendro can possibly do, right? So let's go ahead and go over to Xiao. As you can see, we have Xiao, and you know he is an animal pole arm, guys. Y'all already know this. He's a 5-star unit, and he is one of the most anticipated units in the game. So as you can see, his base stat that he gets from his ascension is, you know, his HP, attack, defense, and he also gets animal damage percentage, which goes up to 28.8%. Another thing to note is these are his ascension materials, so if you want to start grinding these, go ahead and start right now, because you actually need a considerable large amount of things to get, right? Now we have his normal attacks right here, which is normal, performs 6 consecutive strikes, charged, which consumes a certain amount of stamina, and blah blah blah. But the thing that I want to look at is his plunge damage. Now, like I said, once you're in his Yakusha form, his plunge damage comes into effect by a lot, like a ton. Because you could consistently jump in the air and go really high, and do tons of plunge damage, right? So, like I said, guys, we have regular plunge damage, which goes to 166.85%, and then we have the low/high plunge damage, which goes 333.7 to 417.13. That's why he can throw out those huge numbers, because he's doing really, really high plunge damage. So the moral of this is basically, guys, you want to do as much plunge damage as possible. Now, once you do this plunge damage, as you did see, he does do animal damage and not physical damage. So that's also, it's not bad. It's not bad. Trust me, it's really, really good actually. But what I'm saying is you're just going to be doing a ton of this. And as you see, he critted for 45,000. And this is like without any support of any kind. No character support, no buffs on the food, nothing. So he's just doing that raw damage by himself. That's why he's extremely broken. And then we have his limb static wind cycling, which comes in 2 charges. Basically, it's where he lunges forward and deals animal damage to enemies in his path. He lunges forward really fast. I think y'all seen it in the footage. I'll show the footage one more time after we discuss this. Basically, his limb static wind cycling starts off with 2 charges, similar to Klee's elemental skill, which he starts off with 2 charges, right? And these are the damages of the charges. It could go up to 543.4% at level 15, which is max. And the cooldown is 10 seconds for each charge, which is a max of 20 seconds to recharge both charges, right? So that's really good damage for his elemental skill. It's really, really good. But this is where everything comes in. His Bane of all evil. This is where he literally destroys everything. Xiao basically puts on the Yaksha mask, or you could say he's Ichigo and puts on his hollow mask. And then he greatly increases his jumping ability, which comes into factor with his plunge damage, of course. And also he increases attack, AoE, and attack damage, right? So that's really, really good. He's going to increase all his damage basically. We're going to go over exactly what all the stuff he's increasing and whatnot. And then he converts attack damage into animal damage, which cannot be overridden by any other elemental infusion. In this state, Xiao will continuously lose HP. Yes, he will. The effects of the skill ends when Xiao leaves the field. Okay, so basically, guys, right here, normal attack, charge attack, damage bonus could go up to 126.38%. That is max level. That is a lot of percentage, guys. That's why he's level 90, so he probably has max talents and everything, maxed out gear and whatnot. So he's really, really beefed up in that video I showed. So he's probably doing this 126.38% extra normal attack and charge attack damage bonus, right? Now, he does have a little bit of a downfall, but it's not really a downfall because, like I said, this could be fixed with a support on the team that heals. He has life drain, right? So the more you level this up, the less it goes, right? So right now it starts at 3% per second, or 3% current HP per second, then 3, then 3, then level 4 is 2.5, level 5 is 2.5, level 6, then level 7 is 2 to level 13, or level 14 is 2. It all goes, it's basically just 2%. The max HP you can like decrease it by is, it stay at 2% current HP per second, which is not bad. And the duration of this right here is 15 seconds at level 1, and then at level 15 is 17 seconds. So the more you get this leveled up, the longer you could be in Yaksha form, but also the lower your HP cost is once you're in Yaksha form. So that's really, really good. The cooldown is 20 seconds, and the energy cost is 80. Likewise, since the form is literally kind of broken, right? So while you're in that form, you're going to be doing tons of damage. These are his talent ascension materials. All the talents you need, all the talents, all the materials you need all this right here. As you can see, you need the crown for level 10 and whatnot. And if you have his constellation, of course, it could go for a really high level because of the additional 3, right? So let's talk about his passives. Okay, here we have Conqueror of Evil, Tamer of Demons. While under the effect of Bane of all Evil, all damage dealt by Xiao is increased by 5%. Damage increases by a further 5%. For every 3 seconds the ability persists, right, or keeps going. The maximum damage bonus is 25%, as you know. So every 3 seconds he goes up by 5%. So by the time his form ends, you'll have an additional 25% increased damage, basically. So that's kind of broken considering that he already has like all this damage right here he gets from leveling this up. And he just increases everything he has once he's in this form. It's like a super booster form, right? So that's also going to make him extremely broken. And then we have his Dissolution Eon Heaven Fall. Using Lymphatic Wind Cycling increases the damage of the next Lymphatic Wind Cycling by 15%. This effect lasts for 6 seconds and has a maximum of 3 stacks. Gaining a new stack refreshes the effect's duration. Now, if you use Lymphatic Wind Cycling, you're probably saying, how's that even possible when it has a 10-second cooldown? You have to use it in a certain way. You have to use it literally like, and then wait a little bit, and then wait a little bit and then say psh. So by the time you do the second one, you would hit them with that additional 15%, but you'll also have your next limb static wind cycling instead of waiting for it and then not being able to get that additional 15%. So you have to actually like time it and whatnot, and that also makes this character, you know, you have to use skill with him to make him really, really good and to do as much damage as possible. So this is definitely something you have to time, but you can also get this additional 15% for 6 seconds, and this has a maximum stack of 3. So that's really, really good, and that means I could go up pretty high, so that's good. And now let's get on to what I was talking about earlier, why you should get constellations for Xiao, and why he's like, he's just a unit you really, really need to well on. I feel like free-to-play players need to just go crazy on with all your primal gems. You should save your primal gems for this unit. It's because the Dissolution Eon Destroyer of Worlds increases his wind cycling charges by 1. So instead of having 2 wind cycling charges, you have 3. So that is really beneficial for the fact of his passive, which has a max stack of 3, which literally basically makes it to where you get the maximum damage bonus. It's literally perfect for that. So getting his constellation right here, the first one, this first constellation will be really good for his kit. And we have Annihilation Eon Blossom of Kelidos. When in party and not on the field, Xiao's energy recharge is increased by 25%. Meaning once he's not on the field and you're using somebody else, his energy recharge is increased by 25%. He'll get his elemental burst back faster than normal, which is also really good. And then we have his Conqueror of Evil, increases limb static wind cycling by 3. So this is basically just increasing the level, and that's also really good. And then when Xiao's HP falls below 50%, he gains 100 defense bonus. That's also a really good plus, since considering when his health falls below that percentage, you're going to be taking damage still, and you don't want to take too much damage to where your character dies. So having that 100% defense bonus will make him extremely tanky and strong. And then you have Zhongli on his side. He'll even be way better with the Jade Shield, right? So we have Evolution Eon, Origin of Ignorance. So basically this is increasing his Bane of All Evil by 3. So the reason this is good right here is because once you increase that Bane of All Evil by 3, guys, you're going to be getting the max he can have on his elemental burst. And that's why I feel like getting at least 5 constellation for him, that is really good. But if you can't get that, getting at least 3 will be good as well. Or getting 4, if you're lucky. It depends on how many primal gems you actually saved up until now. But if you can get at least 5 constellation, you would be set. You would literally, like, this is really good. But if you get 6, like say for example you've been saving since the beginning, which if you want a 6/6 guaranteed, you want 6/6 guaranteed Xiao, or you know, C6 guaranteed Xiao, you need exactly 172,800 primos. Now you're probably saying that is a lot of primos, why would I need that many? And in all, that is actually 1,080 intertwined fate. Now you need this many because basically, as you know, you have a 50% chance of getting the 5-star unit or the featured 5-star unit, and then a regular 5-star unit or a regular 5-star weapon. And then say for example you pull a weapon, a 5-star weapon on the first summon, then you do the next summon, boom, you get the character guaranteed. So basically what I did was I made it to where you have to do 2 pulls each time to get Xiao, and that would cost 172,800 primos if you don't get lucky at all, and then you just do 1 1 boom 1 Xiao, 1 1 boom 1 Xiao. You do it like that. But if you get lucky and you do like 1, you get Xiao, and then you do 1 1, you get Xiao, and then you do 1, you get Xiao. You get really lucky, you'll be able to save some primos, so that's really good. But in all, you would need 172,800 primos if you want a C6 Xiao, if you want to get lucky. But if you're lucky, if you're really, really lucky, you won't need that many. You'll need like at least like 150 probably, or less than that actually. So that is really, really, really about it. I feel like he's absolutely insane. And also it's his last constellation was C6, Conqueror of Evil, Guardian Yaksha. While under the effects of Bane of All Evil, hitting at least 2 enemies with Xiao's plunging attack will immediately grant him 1 charge of Limb-Static Wind Cycling for the next 1 second. He may use Limb-Static Wind Cycling while ignoring its cooldown. So you're ignoring its cooldown completely for 1 second, right? So that is also really good. Like, every character in this game has constellation, which makes them extremely good. Like Diluc. Diluc's constellation literally breaks the character, makes the character broken. Like, just like that, it's just going to be the same for Xiao. His constellation is going to make him really good. I feel like he's a character you should save for to get him guaranteed, and also to at least get some of his constellation. Either him or Ayaka. because I'm gonna make a video for Ayaka as well, but I feel like Ayaka is just actually a unit that is also on par with Xiao because of what she can possibly do in the game. And it's just, y'all have to prioritize who you save for. And honestly, I feel like definitely 100% without a doubt, you should not get Albedo. You should not get Ganyu. If you want Ganyu because you're simping, because she looks really good, she has a really good character design, because of the preview, how they made her literally do that stance, and everybody was like, they know they shouldn't have did that. Oh my god, you honestly should still save for Xiao, because if you want him, like I said, if you want the character, it's worth saving for. But if you don't really want him, if you want a female character more, go ahead, go for it. It's up to you. It's up to you. I'm just helping y'all out there that know y'all want Xiao and y'all think that y'all are gonna get lucky. Instead of thinking that you're gonna get lucky, try to get him guaranteed if you possibly can. Because he is a character, like these characters, once they come out, they're not coming back for a long time. Right? Really long time. Maybe like until the anniversary or something. It's going to be a long time until we see these units again. So that's why I feel like definitely, without a doubt, you should save for this character. And skip Ganyu and Albedo 100%. But if you are a simp and you still want those characters, go for them by all means. But this is for those people out there that actually really want Xiao, but also really semi want Ganyu because of how she looks, and Albedo for how he looks. Now you know, stop what you're thinking and go for Xiao. Save your primal gems for Xiao, because you know the primal gems you need to get him at least one. Like you know how much you need to get at least one of these dupes, or you know how much you need to at least get one Xiao in general, right? So definitely keep that in consideration, what you should do. And this is a video just to help you guys make the final decision, because after December you have 2 months to save for Xiao if you summon on these banners in 1.2. But if you haven't summoned in 1.2, you have all those primal gems that you've been saving, plus the 2 months of grinding more primal gems, which gives you even a better chance to get Xiao or a C1, C2 Xiao if you're lucky. So that's why I'm saying, guys, definitely keep that in consideration, guys. It's definitely worth, in my opinion. And yeah, that's really about it. This unit's broken. I'm gonna show the footage one more time. Alright, here we go with the footage one more time. Also, another thing to note is, like it said, yes, the spirit that is in Zhongli's banner was released in basically 1.1, and they put it in closed beta test 3, of course. And I'm talking about the closed beta test versions, not the regular versions. So as you can see, he's using the Zhongli spear, but like I said, the build to the game looks very close to where we're at right now, which leads me to believe this is a current build they're using it on, like somewhat of our build, basically what I'm saying. So this is sort of the damage, an idea of the damage we're possibly going to get once this character comes out. They're still doing fixes to him, of course, but these look at these numbers. Look at these numbers. He destroys the field. But the only thing bad about it is the stamina. How his stamina goes really fast because of the fact that once you do a plunge attack, it's considered a charged attack. So that's, I don't know if his charge attack, running a 4-piece Glad, would actually make him extremely strong. This will take testing, of course. But that was a small plunge, of course. But this will take testing to see if a 4-piece Glad with a charge damage of 35% increase will work on Xiao, for the fact that he does lose stamina once he does this. And you see how he can go really high. Like, let me show you one more time. Okay, right here, he holds as long. Look, that's him just doing it immediately. But he can hold for longer, and look how high he can go. You can do even more plunge damage, and it's just absolutely mad. It's really broken, right? But like I said, overall, this is sort of the damage we're probably gonna see on Xiao. But they're probably gonna fix him a little bit up. They're gonna fix him a little bit, but he's still gonna be broken. He's still, overall, I feel like they shouldn't nerf anything about the character for the fact that he's balanced. Look at his HP. He only used Yakuza form about 2 times, right? And look at his HP. He can easily die if he doesn't have a C4 constellation. If he doesn't have constellation where he increases his defense, he can just immediately die from anything, basically. If he gets hit really hard, he's dead. So it's really balanced, in my opinion, for this damage trade, like how much damage he does. And also, like I said, 4-piece set of Glads should work on his it should work on his damage he does when he's in the Yakuza form. He does plunge damage. It should increase his damage, but we don't know. Like I said, that will take testing, and we will be testing once he comes out in February of 2021, which will be very fun. So that is really about it, guys. I'm definitely really hyped for this character. I can't wait for him to come out, and I feel like all of you should save for him 100%. If you want him, save for him. Do not even think about summoning on Ganyu Albedo. Ganyu Albedo have nothing on this character besides design. Like, Gameplay wise, I mean, Ganyu is broken kinda. Albedo is broken kinda too. But this character is revolutionary. He's different. He does a lot of plunge damage. And for a character to be able to spam plunge damage, which plunge damage is like the highest peak of normal damage you can get in this game. So like plunge damage is broken. It's just absolutely broken how you can just spam it. But it's just the fact that he loses health, loses a lot of stamina and whatnot. But like I said, he's broken, and especially with a certain build. If you build him a certain way, and if the 4-piece set actually kicks in on him with 35% increased normal and charge attack, that will be broken. I want to see if that works actually, and we will see. We will see once this character comes out. I just can't wait those extra months. Those months take forever. But anyway, guys, that's really about it for this video. Definitely keep your problem gems, save. Please, I'm asking you please, because I know you want this character. I know once he comes out, even if you have Albedo or Ganyu, or both, you're going to be like, oh man, I don't have enough to get Xiao, and I really want Xiao. I tried to tell you. I tried to save you. Because honestly, I feel like this character is, in my opinion, a character you should get overall over Ganyu and Albedo. I mean, Ganyu's really good, like I said. They're both good units. It's just certain characters you can't get, even if, no matter how good they are, certain units you can't get. And, you know, certain units you can get, depending on how much you want them. If you really want Xiao, start saving. Start saving right now. So anyway, guys, that's really about it for this video. Thank you for everybody who came out to watch this video. And if you are new here, if you did enjoy this video, if you are ready for Xiao to launch, go ahead and smash the subscribe button down below. Join the subscribers on the grind to 1,600. And also, smash the like button down below. I know you did enjoy this content, because I enjoyed it. I'm ready for Xiao, man. I'm going to have a lot of problem gems saved, but I'm also still summoning Albedo and Ganyu. Y'all stay tuned for that, because y'all want to see me do these summons. Y'all want to see me build these characters. It's going to cruise my materials. It's going to destroy my materials. But I do it for you guys. Anyway, guys, thank you for everybody who came out to watch this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Love you.